Okay, so Chasca versus both halves of Floor 12 Abyss. Let's go ahead. I imagine she's going to perform very well in here. I don't expect her to do badly. Now, a lot of people have been really... I feel like they might defend Chasca a little too much in AoE. Guys, she does 70,000 damage to sometimes to enemies. That's not good. And that's just with 2 enemies on the field. If you go to 3 enemies, that's going to get even worse. The issue with Chasca and AoE right now, it's not necessarily the damage that she's doing, right? Her damage could be good. It's just that it's not really good because we don't have reactions when you go up against multiple enemies. It's just the way that it's going to go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab Arlecchino for this. I'm going to pick Energy Recharge since I don't like buffing the character, right? And we'll go ahead and start off with this. Now, I don't think that, you know, she's going to perform bad. I mean, I've done this and I've done this like 500 times, man. All right, so let's go ahead. Yep. Come on. All right. I don't know if we're critting here, honestly. We're certainly not doing reactions. All right, let's pop this. Short. All right. Cool. He's down. That means we can just come over here now. Grab that, and let's see. Grab the E skill for Bennett. This is actually a good run. Okay. I did raise up her burst to level 5 because you do need that. Not need it, but, you know, it's certainly a nice little thing to have. All right, let's go ahead. Fiorina, start off again. All right, we'll have this and we'll do this so we can start doing some damage with Shinha real quick. Probably would have been best to not use Bennett here because I think we could have done enough damage very easily without him. And there we go. Yeah, a minute, right? You know, like it's just I want to see her and more. I mean, oh wow, we have it in this chamber, so we'll see certainly what happens. Oh, I don't have Favonia's bow on you. All right, well, we're gonna be half the time vaping, half the time not. All right, that's great. That's great, guys. All right, let's go with Energy Recharge again. We have been having a lot of boss abysses, I guess you could say, where we just have a single boss in all the chambers, and it you know, that helps out Chasca a lot, right? Once we start getting into the more AoE centric phases, I imagine that's gonna hurt Chasca. But I mean, when is that gonna happen? I don't know. They haven't really been doing them, so yeah. Let's go ahead and grab the particles with Bennett. All right, well, that's why we should have used, not used Bennett there. All right, let's just go ahead and do this. All right, come on. Yep. All right, I mean, yeah, she's doing pretty good. Considering, I'm pretty sure this guy has like 70% res. I'm like 99% sure. We're gonna use Bennett here so we can heal Shinha. Yep, there you go. Ow. Okay, so let's go ahead here. All right, great. Come on. I wish I kind of died before that. All right, we're doing good. Yeah, and as you can see here, like, this is what I'm sort of talking about, where it's just like we're having one enemy fights, right? This isn't bad whatsoever. And I mean, if I had her weapon, I am tempted to summon for a weapon because I do want to see the damage difference or like the time difference, I guess you could say, that it would give me. We're going to finish him. Yeah, this is good. Yep. I could have probably done that better, right? You know, didn't have Bennett at the start. Wasn't really doing that great. But, I mean, we still finished that in what? I mean, with her weapon, we would have gotten that in under a minute, right? We're just going to pick instantly restore HP 25%. Sure. I'll take it. All right, let's go ahead. This should honestly be very good because they're automatically applying themselves to pyro. That means we're just going to be able to vape easily on these guys. Or melt. Let's see. Come on. All right, come on. Boom. All right, nice damage. Come on. See, like, we didn't do any damage to that guy. 150 vape. Yeah, that. Yeah, I like. Q. I'm pressing Q. They just denied me my Q. All right, there you go. Hold. Yeah, those guys were kind of unrelenting, you know. Shinha. That, I mean, it's just what happens in all in a day's work, you know. Whatever other generic things I can say to get me out of explaining what happened there. All right, give me my particles. I swear, Bennett takes like 5 years to get his particles, dude. Like, why do you do that? All right, that kind of sucks because we got a really good run. Actually, this is more of an even run, so this might be better overall. All right, Q. All right, so she has to land in order to press her Q. That's not good. That really not good. All right, come here. Melt. Ah, that didn't crit. All right. Good thing is we'll be able to stay here. All right, give me. Oh, come. All right. We'll have you. We'll just sit here and on top of Bennett's ring. Thank you. And we should be able to. We'll probably get this in under a minute, right? I'm not going to use Shinha's burst. That takes too much time. It's not going to be worth the damage. Yep. Come on. We got this in under a minute. Right. Come on. Yep. There you go. Boom. I mean, under a minute in chambers that we generally have been seeing. I mean, you know, you can't deny the fact that we have generally been seeing at maximum like 2 enemies lately. Like, we have not been having incredible, you know, oh no, we're having like 5 enemies. No, it's not like when we get a Nilou rerun, then we'll have a lot of enemies, because Nilou is a character who has like certain bosses, sort of how Yoimiya has the Thundering Manifestation that appears with her. Nilou, she has like these night guards or whatever from Enkoku no Miya, and they'll just have like 4 of them in the same run. That is gonna hurt Chasca a lot, and it's gonna get to the point where I have to start asking myself, would I prefer if Chasca was just hitting the one enemy over the multiple enemies? Because like I started saying in the beginning here, Chasca ruins her own reactions with those multiple enemies. If you don't hit like a reaction with Chasca, it really is a big damage loss. I mean, you saw we had 150,000 vape on a Hydro hit. That's how insane her reactions can get. She really does want reactions for damage, and you know, there's nothing else you could really say for it, right? But I mean, other than, I mean, these, like, if we look at this is the kind of chambers that we've been having. Now, you can say, oh, well, she's getting 80% attack, but I wonder to what extent does that 80% attack matter? Because we also do have to look at it like, oh, well, you know, I don't have her weapon, so is her weapon gonna be better than 80% attack? I will test that, actually. Well, I'll use a Genshin Impact calculator app, and we will go ahead and see. You guys can just figure out one on your own. There's just a Genshin Impact calculator. You can calculate your damage, whatever. I'll put in, you know, level 101, probably just level 100 enemy, but yeah. That is C1R1R, you know, for anybody who is thinking, oh, wow, man, she did so much better than Chasca. I mean, she only did like 10 seconds better than Chasca, but I mean, not my best team for it. All right, let's pop this. I'm normally popping the burst here to like, maybe I get like melts on my pyro hits, right? So that would help. It doesn't really look like it's helped. I mean, we did vaporize probably on that one. Ooh, these guys did not have a lot of health. That helps when Chasca goes against enemies who do not have a lot of health. Oh, that just didn't hit him. All right, thanks. You know, just thanks. You know, I didn't want to hit you anyways. You know, it was just no, never. All right. Ooh, we have taken actually quite a bit of time. I didn't even realize. Yeah. But I mean, look at the shred that we're doing to this guy. That's insane. If we had our burst up there, we probably would have been able to do it. Yeah, I didn't realize that he was going to be invincible. We're going to do the same thing. We don't think that Shinha's burst is going to be enough of a damage increase here. All right, boom. Man. All right, I'm going to prematurely fire. There you go. All right, well, we didn't do that in a great time, I'm going to be honest. Like, that wasn't great. But I mean, you're gonna pick energy recharge again. I don't know. I don't know if I would say that's a bad time, because I mean, you don't really have a hard phase in the beginning. Certain enemy phases are supposed to take longer than like the other half, right? It's not supposed to be 1:30, but if you can clear 1:30 on both phases, that's good, right? Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot we're on the second half. I need to pay attention to our starting time. Yeah, I was like, man, we're at 8:50 already? Yeah, no, I need to pay attention to the starting time. I forgot. I think, we were at 9:20. So she cleared that in like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Yeah. Now that you see, that's a lot better. You see the difference between that's a lot better now. All right. I forgot that we switched to the second half, because, I mean, it's very easy to just do this. Let's actually, yeah, I kind of messed up there. But, I mean, I could have gotten energy with Bennett. I don't know if he needs it. But we can do this. Alright, let's go ahead and pop this. Sure. Alright, come on. Let's go. Alright, could have gotten this earlier, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, this is when... Yeah, I've already seen, like, a speed run where someone, you know, uses Chasca. I mean, yeah, we're shredding this guy. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if I can say this about any other DP. She is, like... Dude, this is C0R0. She's not getting basically anything. She has no, like, really wailed out things. I have a Aqua Simi locker on her, but I mean, dude, yeah, she cleared that. How long that take her? Like, as soon as you put her into the field, she's decimating that first enemy. I guess she, like, the boss, right? She's decimating that. And I mean, if you have trouble with single target, that's pretty good. And I mean, I don't imagine that we're gonna get any more abysses that are, you know, like heavily AoE, right? It seems like basically the only time we're gonna get an abyss that's heavy AoE is when they come out with a character that is good for AoE. That's when we're gonna get it, right? Let's be real. Like that is they set up these abysses to make these characters look good, which is also another reason why I don't necessarily think that this is, you know, Chasca. Wow, oh my God, she's great. We did clear that, right? I feel like we did. Like maybe I'm a little. I went too fast, but yeah, Lord 12 Chamber 3. Yeah, we did that. All right. Okay, so I may be a little bit of dummy, and I didn't actually do the final chamber here. Let's figure out what it is. Oh, it's this. Okay, so that's gonna actually hurt us a little bit because it's Fiorina here. Had I known that, well, I probably still would have brought Fiorina just because she's giving a damage bonus. But basically, this should mean that we're vaporizing on most of these hits here. Yeah. All right, sick. Sure, we're hitting just 100,000 on every single vape here. However, we are losing basically. Come on, Fiorina, I need you to crit, girl. I just did not crit. Thanks. Okay. All right. Sure. All right. We'll hold this. All right. Wait. Yep. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know the time on this. Okay. I completely lost him there. All right. That kind of sucks because that really does hamper your damage. This certainly not having Fiorina be able to do damage out of here is definitely gonna hurt. Gonna hold this down here. Let's go ahead, pop this. All right. Yeah, Fiorina not being able to do damage. I mean, Fiorina's a good damage dealer. That's not something you can take away from her. All right, I'm not hitting this guy because we're too far away. Yeah, okay. Well, I was telling people she cleared every single chamber. I mean, this is mainly because it's Fiorina here doing this, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out. All right. Simple as that. All right, come on. Don't stagger. Okay, we're doing great. Yeah, this is not the performance I would have liked, honestly. I'm going to be honest. I would not have preferred this performance over anything here. Let's go ahead, grab that. Let's grab this. All right. Come on, Fiorina. Okay, well, that didn't happen. All right, well, we have this. Sure, just give me, oh, wow. Oh, she died. Well, we can at least retry. Yeah, this is actually pretty bad because Fiorina just is not doing any damage here. That is bad. Like, there's no other way around it. That is bad because, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I brought a character that doesn't deal damage, and also Chasca isn't doing damage. So, it's a little weird. I kind of don't like that, but I'm at the same time, I came in here expecting the same thing. I, don't want to change the team now because I have Fiorina. I mean, to be fair, you take Nevi against that boss, he's not damaging it. Let's be real. Nevi against that boss is not damaging that guy. So, hey, maybe, it's not so bad. Yeah, so while we're getting more vapes, we're definitely not in a good situation here. Let's just go ahead. Honestly, since we're not doing damage, might as well have the heal. Yeah. I mean, we're not doing damage, so it's not like that's not a I should have held, but I didn't. All right. All right, so this is gonna do less damage. 67,000. Yeah, there's 100,000. All right. That was bad. We got staggered, so we ended up not doing everything. All right, let's go ahead, grab the particles with Bennett. All right, hold with you. E-skill with Bennett. Yeah, Fiorina also not being able to regen particles is pretty bad. Yeah, if you don't know, you can't regen particles if the character is immune. So this guy is preventing any Hydra particles from being regened, and Pavonius is only proccing unless I like manually proc it like this, right? Yeah, there. Then Bennett can grab those, and then we can do this. Yeah, this is a actual hard counter to us. Let's just yeah, this sucks. This sucks basically. All right, hopefully we don't get staggered. Yeah, this is really bad. This is just outright really bad. And especially with the AoE issues, guys, yeah, this is, do I go in with a new team? Like, this isn't necessarily Chasca's fault. This is just me team building bad, because I forgot this guy existed, I'm going to be honest. We ended that way too fast. Yeah, I would have found that out. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just build her up a new team. I'm just going to take Fiorina out of it, and I guess we'll pick another character. I honestly don't know who. Yeah, so basically that just compounded into energy issues across the entire board here. That really sucks. So we're going to redo this entirely and just have these guys go ahead and, they can do whatever they need to. I forgot I needed to press my E skill with Kazu beforehand. Alright, whatever. Okay, so let's see how well this team does, because, I mean, technically you can nullify the last 2 runs that we did with the other team. Now, I don't honestly know what is, like, what is actually, I mean, I'm taking time here. Hold on. We gotta, I don't want to restart. All right, we're just going to restart. All right, 9:24 is when we're going to start, because I don't know the rotation I should be doing. I'm going to be honest. I haven't used this team. This is something that I literally came up off on the fly, because it's just, I don't have the character for it, right? So we're just doing this. All right, let's come on, do some damage, please. Do some damage, my bro. Yeah, I mean, this isn't great for Chasca, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, and of course we missed Bennett's E skill, of course, because he perfectly, you know, dodges and does that. Great, yeah, sure. Okay. All right, so we're still able to do some decent damage here. I'm gonna, you know, make sure that when I do editing that I count from 9:24 instead of, you know, the previous time, because I sat there just like, what is my rotation, and just did not think it through the first time. All right, we're gonna pop this. All right, okay, would have preferred not to get staggered there. All right, yeah, this really is hurting, that you're gonna be honest. Yeah, gonna be 100% honest, this is really hurting. Now, if we had a run, I could possibly run an electrocharge team, sort of, to try this out, but I don't think, I think we're probably gonna just get rid of Bennett here. So, yeah, this wasn't great. I don't know what time we got. It wasn't great. I think we went over a minute-ish, but that's just the issue with taking off the best character on the team, like, or best support on the team. I mean, I don't know if you could say that Fiorina is better than Chasca on that team, but, like, you're taking away that character, right? So, like, when you take away that massive buffing character for her, it's an issue, right? And we have to take it away because she does nothing in the Tulpa phase. So it's just, it's a compounding issue that, you know, ends up hurting everyone, right? Okay, we have full energy here, so 9:25. We're gonna have to wait. I'm not really, yeah, 9:25 is when we're starting this one. All right, grab that. All right. Okay, let's grab holding, please. Grab that. Okay. All right, grab that, and now we should be able to do some pretty good damage. Let's see if we can, you know, arc out a less than 1 minute run, because I mean, we just did not have a good time last time, I'm gonna be honest. All right, we're gonna pop this, and then we'll do this. All right, cool. Grab the E skill there. All right, sick. E skill. What? All right, well, you know what? That, I mean, that's a Chasca thing. You guys saw. I don't know what happened there. I didn't, like, undo my E skill or anything. It literally just, it didn't shoot me up in the air and didn't activate. I think I got staggered while I pressed my E skill. It's great. Okay, so 9:27 here. Yeah, probably best if we do this. Yeah, that really did suck. Like, I was just, you know, I'm holding. Okay. Okay. This guy's really annoying to fight. Yeah, this guy, you know, I'm realizing I don't like this guy. I just don't like him, you know. Something about his, you know, cut of his jib. Don't like him. 40,000 on the electro hit. Not bad. If you're doing that with the pyro hit too, you know, not doing bad. In rotation with the Q. Right. We'll pop this. We'll pop this and get energy with Bennett. Great. Thank you. Shinna actually is doing a decent job battering Bennett enough, at least. So, yeah, we're doing good here. We're doing good here. It's not great. Would love if we would, you know, hit that. Okay, well, sure. All right, let's grab this. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and grab this. Sure. I guess, yeah, we don't have issues with having this guy, but I'm pretty sure the res decreases. Yeah, I couldn't even see him at the end there. But I'm pretty sure the res decreases when he's on the ground, right? So now we can actually go ahead and we can fight the final guy. I don't know how long that took, but I imagine it wasn't that bad, honestly. I think the first chamber was probably the toughest one, but then again, we didn't even have... This is the problem with her having to run certain elements, right? If we were able to run 2 of one element, I could run, you know, Shangling instead of Fischl, right? And that would be able to do a lot of damage. However, without that, you know, Fischl isn't necessarily doing a lot of damage because the real big thing with Fischl is she has Aggravate, you know, and that really helps out her damage. We don't have Aggravate on this team. All right, I'm expecting very good performance right now, gonna be honest. If you had to ask me one thing that I'm expecting right now, it's very good performance from this. Let's go ahead. Don't get knocked down, please. Yeah, that would be great if you didn't do that. All right, there you go. Take that. Let's go ahead. Did not hit him with pyro there. Okay, yeah, get this guy, you know. Yeah, the abyss is made for Chasca, yet this guy exists, man. This is actually really annoying. All right, no, yeah, Bennett being the only pyro here, no Favonius on the team. It's a product of not being able to use Fiorina against this guy. It's not even, I mean, it is a Chasca issue because you want Hydro, but it's just great. Yeah, it's great when you have to rely on certain elements to do everything for your kit, right? Yeah, it's just great. I really should start a rotation by using Bennett's E skill. Let's start it there. All right, there you go. All right, come on, hold, please. Oh, of course. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, is it an issue with Chasca? That one, yeah. That one you can't deny. It's an issue with Chasca. She just literally got hit out of having 6 bullets ready to fire against this guy. That's not not good. And I mean, you could sort of dodge him, but not really. Alright, come on. I just want to get rid of this guy at this point. Yeah, he's gonna die soon, right? Yeah, he'll die here. Okay. Prefer not to get hit here. Come on. This has got to kill him. Oh, okay, there. That wasn't good. I can already tell. I was actually... The Hydra Tulpa really screwed over Chasca. Like, of all things, like, we get to the very end of the video, or at least the very end of the Abyss, you know, trials, and Hydra Tulpa just screwed over her so much because Fiorina, you know, she's doing her off-field damage. I'm going to be honest. Fischl is doing, like, 3 times less damage than Fiorina on this team. Like, that is actually how much damage Fiorina was providing, and we just lost that because the Hydra Tulpa is immune. That is more of an enemy placement than previous, you know, and then we also have to get hit out of, you know, doing 6 hits, right? We could have easily gotten a free 100,000 damage, which could have saved us an entire rotation possibly, right? It's just didn't work out well. We could leave it at that. It didn't work out well, you know, I assume. And Bennett, the dude failed us so much with having to get his energy up constantly without Fiorina. No Favonius just made Bennett just like a cripple, man. It really sucked. Like, I wish I had something like, you know, I possibly could do double Pyro Shangling, right? But I don't, and I don't have Auroron raised. I will eventually, you know, do videos with Auroron plus Chasca, but I have to get the guy raised, right? So that could have also been a possibility because that wouldn't have been affected. Actually, no, it would have been affected because you wouldn't be able to hit him with the Hydro hits. So you would basically, you would basically want Auroron on the team for that. But I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like that wasn't a good showing, and I'm assuming the times weren't that good for the 2 previous chambers. Maybe the second chamber, but I don't think it was good for the first chamber, and it was certainly not good for the last chamber there. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, she didn't do her job. She works when there's not an immune. That's basically it. Like, she would have worked fine, you know, throughout that entire thing if you had just had the ability to use Fiorina. Even if it was immune to Pyro, you could at least still, you know, either have Bennett on the team and just not, you know, use them. Fiorina's providing a lot to this team, and she just loses that, man. Like, it's just outright, she loses it. It really does suck. So, yeah. I'm gonna get back into my past self, basically, and we'll go into that. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Chasca did very, very well. But, once again, 80% attack. Well, hold on. We gotta go check. Because if it turns out that the 80% attack doesn't actually do better than her weapon, then it's just a wrap. I'm going to be honest. It's just a wrap. Like, the 80% attack is just going to be non-consequential, and she's just going to be doing this. Because I only have to say this 700 times. I like comparing characters with their weapon or their C1, and Chasca's weapon is better than her C1, so therefore I'm going to use their weapon as a comparison. So if I can do this, so while I don't have her weapon, I can come here and I can put it into a calculator. Okay, so with the extra 80% attack, assuming we have that fully active, sometimes I don't think we have it fully active because I think one of these shots from her E skill only counts as 1 charge attack hit. I feel like that's what happens. But let's just say we have it fully active because I'm actually looking at it and I'm like, it's looking good so far. So with the, you know, 80% attack and my exact same team comp, it is 125,000 for a Pyro Vape hit on a level 100 enemy. Now, if I switch over to the weapon that she has, I level 90 it, I take away the attack, and I go ahead and give it its buff, Yeah, sadly, it's not looking the same. It is 117. So the 80% attack is better, basically. It's not much better. I mean, with a vape hit, let's understand, vapes are 2 times the damage for my Chasca, basically. So on a vape hit, it's a bigger difference than even, you know, we can look at the normal hits. It's 58,000 for a normal hit. And if we go back to Aqua Simulacra, it's 62,000. So a whole 4,000 damage, guys. Yeah. So, and considering I don't think the 80% attack is active the entire time, I would say they're about even, honestly. So I would say the performance we maybe saw today was probably akin to the R1 Chasca, basically. I think that's what this is. You know, I can't say that for certain because I don't have the weapon and we don't have an Abyss exactly like this Abyss to test it out on. But hey, it's what we got. But you know, I think we did pretty well. So I would honestly say, oh wait, I mean, you could give her an extra 15% pyro damage bonus with this. Because, yeah. You know, I'm constantly looking at this, you know. People don't like that I have a C5 Bennett still. But, I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe, guys. 15% pyro damage bonus, especially for Chasca, who is a character who doesn't really have damage bonus, right? I think this is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. It does make me want to summon for her weapon. Because she falls in line with basically every other character. Like, if I had to look at it, like, looking at this Abyss, I mean, yeah, sure, it was overly single target, right? So, sure, but, I mean, Chasca, I mean, she was doing really good, right? And I don't expect single target to be making a comeback, because I think the way that they're trying to counter Fontaine units is by sort of getting rid of the single target, especially Nevi. Maybe to counter Nevi, you know, Nevi seems to be their main issue, because Arlecchino, she's completely dominant in single target, right? But if you look at Nevi, he's, you know, not really the best character for these Abysses. He's more of a character you use, and he'll get the job done no matter what. That's what he's always sort of been. That's why he's the best DPS, because no matter really how you use him, where you use him, he's gonna get the job done, right? And that's a good chunk of why he's the number 1, right? There's a reason why. And the reason why I think Arlecchino is number 2, right? And I don't think Chasca falls in line with those upper echelon of characters, right? Obviously, I don't even think the most delusional Chasca defenders are gonna say that, right? I don't think that's gonna be. They're not gonna say that she's better than Arlecchino or Nevi. There's no way, or at least on par with them. I don't see it. But in terms of single target, she is a good character. Once we get, you know, like Abysses without single target heavy like focus, yeah, then it'll be an issue, because she's gonna be firing. So let's say there's 3 enemies on the field. She's firing 2 shots at each of them. So you have to make sure that you're aligning a cryo, a hydro, or a pyro together in order to do a reaction on one of those enemies, right? So, you know, this Abyss, it's tailor-made for her. I don't have her weapon, but I mean, as I discussed, I think that her weapon and the attack buff from the Abyss, because what the wording is, after the current character's charge attack hits opponents, she has a lot of charge attack hits on her E-skill, right? Obviously, it's a shotgun, and I don't think this actually activates, because the entire time it's either Fiorina or this buff that is activating and making her damage ramp up to the point where you see, like, oh, she did 140,000 on a, you know, vape, whatever. So yeah, Chasca, she's pretty good. I would say people are definitely overhating on her. I'll address. Last video was not supposed to be an overly negative video. I feel like a lot of people think I hate Chasca or something, because like my entire comment section on that last video was just like people defending Chasca, and I'm just like here saying, like, yeah, she's not good in multi-target, but she's good in single target. I mean, you guys saw, amazing, right? That's pretty good. I mean, she didn't handle the 2 enemies well. I mean, you could tell, like, the 2 enemies were taking her a long time to kill, right? But you can't really say anything beyond that, because she did really well. And I honestly, guys, you want to know something? She's gonna get better. That's the crazy thing. I imagine Pyro Archon and maybe even Seat Lolly will help her get better, right? I don't imagine this character is gonna sit here and not get new teammates, because I mean, Pyro Archon is probably gonna be on every single Natlan character's team, if we're being honest. I don't know necessarily how she's gonna work, but hey, she's gonna maybe replace Bennett, or maybe even make it to where you're just running Fiorina, Bennett, you know, Pyro Archon, right? You know, that's very possible. Yeah, I feel like the Pyro Archon might make it so this is actually, like, her C1 is a lot better, right? Because if we assume the Pyro Archon is here, and you can just run Bennett plus Pyro Archon, that's probably going to increase your damage overall comparatively to the weapon, I would say. Yeah, but I like I said, I think that Chasca is probably going to be better, like, in 2 updates or something. Like, you just give it till, like, the end of 5.0, and she's going to be up there with the rest of, like, the top-tier DPSs, I feel like. I feel like you... Like, we'll have to see, obviously. Maybe that's a little too much of an exaggeration, but I definitely think that she's going to be very good. And I feel like people are over-hating on her. And, you know, for whatever reason you guys are hating on her, whether you wanted to skip her and you're just convincing yourself that she's bad, so you have to skip her. I don't know. I mean, personally, this is, you know, it's pretty good. You know, I wouldn't really, you know, mind getting... Oh. What is it? 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 God! Oh, that sucks. Now that really does suck. I can't do it again. We can't do that again. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Gimme. I mean, it was 10 pity, so whatever. Nah, I can't do it. Sucks to suck. But hey, I mean, that was a random summon. Sure, whatever. Don't worry, guys. I already have 70 pity on the character banner. I still have my Pyro Archon guaranteed, basically. You know? Just gotta do the summons for it. But like, imagine. So yeah, honestly, I think Chesca's pretty good. I don't think that she's gonna be bad until we get an Abyss that's like heavily AoE, right? I mean, she can handle 2 enemies. I want to see how she handles 3 enemies, because we have had that, you know, happen before. But yeah, it also depends on how beefy the 3 enemies are, because if they're not beefy at all, she can probably still take them down. It depends. We'll have to see, of course. But hey, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.